Are you giving your viewers a chance to see more of your content at the end of your videos? If you're not, you're missing out on potential views and subscribers. Today's focus is all about end screens and how to make an end card in Canva. I actually need to add some end screen elements to a tutorial. Let's head over to my YouTube studio so I can show you that process. The blurry image video is the one I need to work on. Once I'm in the back end of this lesson, I'll be looking at the right-hand side to the part that says info card, end screen, and subtitles. If you guess that end screen is what I need to select, you get an A+. If you've never done this before, it might look a little overwhelming. YouTube gives you suggestions on what to do. For the video element, you can choose your most recent upload, best for viewer, or you can pick a specific video that you think your audience would be best matched with as a follow-up to the video that they just finished watching. For the playlist, you can just click the pencil and choose the playlist that you think would best match with your audience and the video they just watched. I would use the YouTube Canva Secrets playlist for the end of the lesson about end cards, for example. This gives my students the chance to see other lessons like the one that they were watching. The subscribe icon is simply your YouTube profile picture. When the viewer clicks it, it takes them to your channel homepage. But if they hover over it, it allows them to quickly hit subscribe too. All of these options are great, but they're even better with a verbal call to action. Stay all the way through to see how I utilize this on the Canva Classroom. Let's go over a few final steps in YouTube Studio before heading to Canva. You can move the end screen elements around wherever you need them to go. You also need to know your margin error. You cannot go above or below or beside these lines, and you cannot overlap elements either. Later on, you're going to hear that I recommend that you might not need to use a rectangle, and this is why. It might not always line up for you. YouTube might set it automatically for 20 seconds. You will be able to drag your element to the area that you need it to go. And once it's in your spot, you can check it to make sure that it is on your end card and press save. Let's head to Canva's homepage to talk and design end cards. There are a couple key phrases you can search, but outro seems to get the most in search results. If you're a Canva free user, you should be able to filter to free on the Canva homepage to find templates you can use. I'm going to choose this template to customize and download. If you guess that the circle is for a subscribe icon and the rectangles are for videos or playlists, you are right. In all honesty, you don't really need the shapes, but it can help you with your overall design, especially if you're just learning about end cards and the end screen elements. One thing you may want to consider is swapping out the rectangles for a thumbnail instead, especially if you are designing for a specific video in mind. Some of your audiences will be viewing on a device that does not show the end card element. It's going to give them something to look at other than a blank rectangle. This template has a color background with two elements on the diagonal with reduced transparency. You can always customize it a little more by removing the elements and adding a photograph or video to the background. But for this outro, I'm going to leave the background alone. I will be changing the animation because I want a slightly different look. Choose any part of the design you want and select Animate. Depending on what you choose, there might already be an animation set. Like this one says Pan. When you click the top panel option for Animate, it will potentially be on the Element Animation page. However, There are new combinations available on the Page Animation tab, and that's what we're going to be looking at today. I'm going to go with the sleek combo animation today, but comment below if you would love a mini tutorial showcasing all of these fun new animations. For my branding, I would want to apply the Anton font to both text boxes. When you change fonts, you may need to adjust the alignment or sizing of the words. You may also need to add a text effect. Remember before when I mentioned background swapping? Look how different this end card looks if I simply change the color of the background. This might be something you want to consider too. Are you finding this valuable? Be sure to hit that like button to let me know to create more lessons like this one. There are two important things to know before we hit that download button: music and timing. As I was watching this or trying to film it, I realized there was a music segment attached to this template, and I couldn't figure out whether it would get you in trouble for using it on YouTube. So I thought it best to remove the entire clip. So what you'll do is select the clip, go to the three dots, and delete it. This just guarantees there will be no copyright issues. The timing for your end card needs to be 5 to 20 seconds. Whenever I make end cards, I go ahead and design it for 20 seconds just in case I need it for the entire length of the outro. Then I reduce the length in my editor during post-production when I'm finalizing that last call to action in the final clip. The other alternative is to download it at varying lengths to place at the end of your video. We're going to download this as an MP4 video because it does have animations. Share, make sure the file type is MP4, download, and then you will put this into your video editor on top of your final call to action. If you want to know more about how you can use Canva for your YouTube channel, be sure to check out the playlist on your screen right now. If you like today's Canva tutorial and want to see more like it, make sure that you're subscribed, hit the notification bell, and I'll see you next time. Bye!